Who's ready for some more Junji Ito? I am. This story is called The Long Dream. Probably my favorite so far. Enjoy! I don't want to die. I don't want to die. But I'm going to die soon. I'm going to die soon and be nothing. I won't exist anymore. I'm scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Who? Who is it? Dr. Kuroda, I don't want to die. Please help me. I don't want to become nothing. Mommy, we're fighting this illness of yours with everything we have. So you have to have hope and keep fighting. I can't. I'm going to die. I mean, the god of death showed up last night. No, that wasn't... He's not the god of death. He's a patient hospitalized in another ward. That's a lie. As if someone like that could exist in this world. That wasn't a human face. That was the face of someone who lives beyond the black darkness. It was terrifying. Someone who lives beyond the darkness. She's a sensitive girl. Yes. The fact that she apprehends her own illness and her fear of death is twice that of a normal person is the work of that sensitivity, no doubt. But he's begun prowling around the hospital at night, which is a problem. Most likely, he's afraid to sleep. How is the patient after that, Dr. Kuroda? It's about time for him to be waking up. Let's go take a look. Incidentally, Dr. Kuroda, I still don't know much about this patient. If you don't mind, could you share the details with me? I'm very curious. These peculiar dreams he's having and all that. That's right, you've only just started here. Well then, I'll explain on the way to his room. His name is Tetsuro Mukoda. He came to this hospital about 2 months ago. He said he was troubled by long dreams. Oh, long dreams. How long do they feel exactly? In the beginning, this was about a month ago, one night's dream would feel like 2 or 3 days. I see. So you mean it felt long once you woke up? No, it felt long in the dream. Very clearly. At first I thought it was all in my head, but the dreams gradually got longer with each passing day. And that would be fine if they were all good dreams, but many are nightmares. They get more and more unpleasant and ugly. And so, about how long are they now? The dream last night was basically a year long. I just barely managed not to burst out laughing. I see. A year. Doctor, it's true. As it is now, my memories of the day before are hazy, and it's starting to interfere with my life, because to me, yesterday was last year. I thought he was lying, or that if he wasn't, he was convinced he was having these long dreams due to some kind of psychological issue. The idea that a year's worth of time could exist in a single night's dream was ridiculous. At any rate, I decided to have him admitted so we could take a look at how he slept. So that night... Tremors over his entire body and violent eye movement. But it didn't end in just that moment. His brain waves at that time indicated the very deepest stage of sleep. I immediately woke him. Mukoda, wake up. Mukoda. Mukoda. Were you dreaming just now? Where am I? You're in the hospital. You were admitted yesterday. Admitted? Right, I remember. I was admitted to the hospital. Yes, I was dreaming. It was a terrifying dream, and 1.5 years or so passed. At that time, something cold ran up my spine. I instinctively felt he wasn't lying. He probably really was having long dreams. I observed him multiple times after that, and I came to a single conclusion. There's a moment while he is deeply asleep when his entire body convulses. He apparently has the dreams in that instant. That moment feels to him like however many months of time. In other words, he hallucinates a long dream. But I don't know the reason why he's having them. Doctor, when will you cure me of this illness? I'm researching methods of treatment, but for the moment, I need you to be patient. Doctor, the dream last night was 10 years long. My dreams are gradually getting longer. Listen to me, Makoto. It's an illusion that you feel the dreams are long. It's really just an instant. It's all an illusion, so there's no need for you to be afraid of the length of the dreams. You can say that because you haven't seen my dreams, Doctor. You have no idea how real they are, how lonely, how confusing, and how terrifying. Incidentally, last night I dreamed I was a soldier fleeing from enemy eyes and hiding in the jungle. Those 10 years were so long. The day before yesterday I was in exam hell. 9 years of all-nighters and mock exams. Then there was the pain of the dream where I was looking for a restroom for 8 years. And I'm telling you, those are all illusions. We're working hard to find out the cause. Can you just hold on a little longer? I understand, but please do something soon. Otherwise, my dreams might get as long as 100 or 200 years. If that happens, I don't know what I'll do. As expected, his dreams grew longer at an accelerated pace. Even we could see it just looking at him. For instance, about 20 days after he was admitted, he started having very serious trouble remembering the events of the previous day. It was almost like there was a gulf of 50 years between his yesterday and today. And around the time a month had passed, each time he woke up he spoke with a different intonation than the day before, like the difference between someone from 100 years ago and a person today. His brain, it appeared that exactly that much time had passed. It was as though his thoughts were lost in a different space-time from the universe we lived in. And not just that. Recently, his face, even his appearance, has changed, as though he is evolving beyond humanity. His appearance? Well, that's how we got where we are. Here. Makoto, are you awake? Where am I? Who are you? I'm your primary physician, Kuroda. Try to remember. No. Lately, he often does these kinds of cryptic things when he wakes up. Perhaps he thinks he's still in the dream. Where's Mommy? My wife Mommy's not here. But we've never been apart in the several thousand years since we got married. Right. This is the hospital where I first met Mommy. Several thousand years ago. We met in her hospital room, and our love blossomed. Ah, you're the man who tried to tear us apart that time, aren't you? Where did you hide, Mommy? Mommy, where are you? Mommy. No, he's going to Mommy's room. We have to stop him. It's because he saw her in her room last night. He had a dream about her, and they were married in it. and their married life lasted several thousand years. He can no longer tell the difference between dream and reality. Mommy! Mommy! Mommy, lunch. You have to eat. I don't want to. I can't believe I'm going to die. Mommy! Mommy! Mommy. Mommy. Mr. Makoda. You've come again, God of Death. Mommy, what's the matter? Come on, you. You're going back to your room. God of Death? She said God of Death? I see. So it was a dream. All those delightful years I spent with Mommy were a dream. Currently, not only is she not my wife, Mommy calls me the God of Death. Dr. Kuroda. I'm scared the dreams just keep getting longer. I worry that soon they'll never end. What will happen to me when I have an eternal dream? The morning after I have a dream that never ends, what will I have become? I'm scared. I don't want to die. Mommy, I don't want to die. Her illness is definitely not good, but more serious is her fear of death. I've never seen a patient display such terror before. Incidentally, what about Tetsuro Makoda? I can't even imagine how far into the future he's gone now. Take a look. One night, I recorded the maximum level of tremors and eye movement in Tetsuro Makoda. I instinctively felt that this was the moment where he had the eternal dream. That night, I didn't sleep a wink as I waited for dawn. If he'd had an eternal dream, what on earth would he be like when he woke the next morning? Would he even wake up? And to begin with, what does it mean to have an eternal dream? His dreams took place in an instant. Did that mean that an eternity of time existed in that moment? Or perhaps it was indeed nothing more than his delusion. But his figure was utterly transformed. He left behind a weathered shell, and perhaps his consciousness set out on a journey toward the eternal dream. Inside the remains of the brain of the man who crumbled to dust, I discovered crystals of unknown material. I stared at this material, thinking it might have some connection with his unique dreams. But, no matter how long I stared into the microscope, I learned nothing. Mommy's really calmed down lately. I guess the tranquilizers are working, even though they hadn't been before. Mommy, how are you feeling? Dr. Kuroda, I feel a little better today. You do? By the way, Doctor, it's strange. Lately my dreams have been incredibly long. Last night I was in my dream for about a month and a half. Dr. Kuroda, have you noticed any changes in Mami Takashima's condition recently? Yes, she's having long dreams, and they're getting longer at an accelerating rate. So, you did notice it. There have been changes to her appearance recently as well. Just like that man. Doctor, what on earth is going on? Is it something contagious? No, actually, I'll just tell you. I administered the crystals found in Tetsuro Makoda to her. What? What did you say? In the end, the only way to examine the effects of the crystals was to test them on another person. That's... So then you're conducting human testing on Mami Takashima? Calm down, Yamauchi. She feared death. More than anything, she feared becoming nothing. But if she could have an eternal dream, then what would happen? It means her mind would continue to live forever, even if it's only a momentary delusion. And if we can establish a technology that allows humanity to have an eternal dream, then we will be forever freed from the fear of death. Oh, ridiculous! You would curse the souls of the dying?